We have a little bit of everything in today's top 5: football, baseball, basketball, hockey, and even golf. But which cards are going up the most? We'll tell you now. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another Top 5 Tuesday. And what an exciting time it is right now for the sports world. The NFL has been a lot of fun. The baseball playoffs have been absolutely incredible. And we've got NHL underway. We're about to have NBA underway. This is a wonderful time for sports and a pretty good time for sports cards as well. We'll tell you which of those cards are going up the most here in just a moment. And of course, today's Top 5 is sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot has awesome live auctions every day and night starting at just $1 for packs, boxes, breaks, singles, and more. It's a lot of fun, and if you scan the QR code on your screen or use this special link in our show description below, you'll get $15 in free credit when you sign up for Whatnot. All right, let's start today's show by taking a quick look at the overall sports card market with the Market Pulse by Market Movers. Over the last 7 days, the SEI 500 index of the 500 most prominent sports cards has taken a hit. It is down 1.4%. So what that tells us is that over the last week, there were some auctions and maybe some fixed price sales, but probably especially auctions where the prices ended up a little bit lower than what the previous sales were on that card. So that's why we've seen an overall dip over the course of the last week. However, still been a great year overall. The SEI 500 index is still up almost 5% on the year as a whole. Now, I did a video recently on the Jeff Wilson show where I talked about what normally happens in the sports card market in October, November, and the first half of December. Things normally dip as people tighten up with their money because they're looking forward to buying holiday gifts for others. Maybe there's holiday travel involved. So don't be surprised if we see some red numbers in this SEI 500 index here over the course of the weeks ahead. But hey, that probably means some good buying opportunities because normally things pick right back up again in January. January is normally a really good month for the sports card market. Hopefully that will be the case again in January of 2025. But even though the overall market has dipped a little bit, there are still some cards which are doing really, really well. Now let's talk about the cards that are going up and down the most. We're starting today's show with a cold card, as we do every week, because it's a reminder that sometimes the hottest cards on our Top 5 show quickly turn cold. So be careful out there, everybody. And that is the case with Trevor Lawrence. Man, what a fall off Trevor Lawrence has had here in the sports card hobby. It's very, very unfortunate. The Jaguars have one of the worst records in the NFL after losing in London during Week 6 to the Chicago Bears. I believe Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars are 2-10 in their last 12 games. And it's, it's disappointing because the first half of last season, Trevor Lawrence was playing great. The Jags were awesome. People thought that they were absolutely playoff bound, and that was a breakout year for Trevor Lawrence. But then it was like the tale of two seasons last year. Last year, he went on a massive slide. For the second half of the season, the Jags did not end up making the playoffs at all. And then unfortunately this year, they've started just like how they left off last year in a massive downwards slide. And you can only imagine what this means for Trevor Lawrence's card prices. They are on a massive downward slide as well. Let's take a look here in Market Movers, and I have 5 of Trevor Lawrence's cards on the screen, including his 2021 Prism rookie card, the silver version of that card. We're going to look at that in raw condition. We're going to look at his 2021 Optic Hollow and PSA 9 condition. His 2021 Optic Downtown and PSA 10 condition. I remember picking this one up at the National the year before last, and I think at that point it was close to a $3,000 card. And this card today is, wow, just a little bit over $1,100. So that's quite the slide over the course of 2 seasons on that card. We're going to look at his 2021 Prism Red Ice and PSA 10 condition and his 2023 Optic Mythical, a case hit there in raw condition as well. And look at the graph. The story over the last 30 days, not good on any of these cards. You can see tons of red here across the board. These are all down quite a bit. His silver from 2021 Prism and raw condition has slid from around $61 down to $30 over the course of the last 30 days. His Optic Hollow and PSA 9's gone from $34 to $17. His Optic Downtown, just in the last 30 days, has gone from over $1,800 all the way down to just about $1,100. That thing is spiraling downward fast. His 2021 Prism Red Ice and the PSA 10s dropped from $199 all the way down to just $93. And his Optic Mythical and Raw in 2023 from $66 down to $41. Not a good month for Trevor Lawrence's cards. But now let's talk about cards going up. And we're starting today with our investment card of the week, and it is Tiger Woods, and specifically Tiger Woods 2001 SP Authentic Stars autograph card. One of the absolute grail cards for any Tiger Woods collector. Now you guys know Tiger Woods is the Michael Jordan of golf, or maybe Michael Jordan is the Tiger Woods of basketball. I'm not sure which one. Either way, Tiger Woods is one of the most iconic and influential figures, not just in golf, but of course in all of sports. He shocked the world back in 1997 when he became the youngest ever to win the Masters at the age of 21. He's actually won 5 Masters in his career, which is absolutely insane. He's also the only golfer in history to win the U.S. Junior Amateur, the U.S. Amateur, and the U.S. Open 3 times each. Absolutely dominant. And for all of these reasons, the GOAT of golf, his cards are, I think, a really good, nice, safe, investable, long-term bet. And let's take a look at what they are doing here in Market Mover. So this is that 2001 SP Authentic Stars autograph card. These are numbered to 900. Now, there is a gold version of this card that is numbered to 100. Which is much more rare. You don't see that one come up for sale very often. The ones that are numbered to 900 come up for sale a little bit more, but in high grade, they're still pretty rare and still very valuable. We're gonna look at this card in PSA 10 condition. We're gonna look at it in PSA 9, PSA 8, BGS 9.5, and BGS 9. And you can see on the graph over the last 365 days, for the most part, these cards are up in value. Now, the PSA 10 is actually down a little bit, but the PSA 10 value fluctuates based on whether the card got an auto grade or not. So some of the PSA 10s are graded PSA 10 with an auto 10. Those will sell for considerably more than ones that are just graded PSA 10 without an auto grade, because not all of the autos on these cards were perfect. So this PSA 10, has shrunk a little bit over the course of the year in the market, but most of the other grades have gone up. And once again, variance based upon whether they were auto graded or not. But we are looking at the PSA 9 going from about $8,200 to about $10,000. The PSA 8's been neutral. The BGS 9.5's gone from a little bit under $10,000 to close to $11,000. And the BGS 9 from a little bit under $7,000 to close to $8,000. And by the way, if you want to inspect the sales a little further in Market Movers to see if there were auto grades or not, you can scroll down here, go to completed sales, and then here's where you can kind of take a look to see what each of these cards looked at. It will actually take you out to the initial, or to the actual original auction on the auction website, and you can take a look. So this, in fact, last sale of the PSA 10 was in fact a PSA 10 Auto 10 that actually would have been a pretty nice pickup for $24,000. I think whoever got that card probably got a pretty good deal. I missed this auction. Maybe I should have been paying a little bit more attention, because I actually might have scooped this one up. All right, now let's get into the 5 hottest cards of the week. And in the number 5 spot this way, it is the late great Dikembe Mutombo. Rest in peace, Dikembe. He, of course, had an incredible NBA career, 18 years playing center for the Denver Nuggets, Atlanta Hawks, Philadelphia 76ers, New Jersey Nets, New York Knicks, and the Houston Rockets. And 2 weeks ago, he passed away. He was the 4th overall pick in the 1991 NBA draft, just 58 years old when he passed away, by the way. Way too young to lose such a star, such a legend. Of course, he is probably best known as a shot blocker, and specifically for waving his finger after he blocked one of those shots. It was absolutely menacing to the offensive players, and it was awesome to see. Mutombo was an 8-time All-Star and 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. He had 3,289 blocks in his career, which was second all-time, just behind Akeem Olajuwon. Let's take a look here at a few of Dikembe's cards in Market Movers. This is his 1991 Upper Deck base card, his rookie card in PSA 10 condition, and then this is his 1991 Fleer base card in PSA 10 condition. His rookie cards were in that junk wax era, so he doesn't have a lot of valuable cards because his cards were very, very overprinted back when he was a rookie. But nonetheless, the ones that are out there on the market, the graded ones, the high-graded ones, have gone up in value over the course of the last 30 days. You often see this. When a player passes away, we saw it with Pete Rose recently, there's a rush to go out and buy his cards. A lot of people remember that player through his cards. So oftentimes, his cards will get scooped up and prices will rise shortly after his passing. And over the last 30 days, we've seen that PSA 10 of that 1991 Upper Deck rookie card jump from around $37 up to $70. The PSA 9's gone from $9 to around $16. And the 1991 Fleer in PSA 10 has gone from around $26 up to about $57. Rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo. Let's turn our attention to hockey for the number 4 card today, and it is Dylan Guenther, the wing for the Utah Hockey Club. Yes, I said the Utah Hockey Club, formerly known as the Arizona Coyotes. Of course, they moved to Utah this offseason. And by the way, I love that name. I love the name Utah Hockey Club. I think they should just keep that name. I also, by the way, liked the Washington Football Club. I wish they had never renamed to the Commanders. So I'm kind of a fan of this. Hopefully they'll keep the Utah Hockey Club. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But regardless of what you think, there's no arguing that they're off to a great start this season. They've started the year with a 3-0 record. And through those 3 games, Guenther is atop the NHL with 5 goals on the season. He scored the franchise's first goal last Tuesday, and he has kept scoring ever since. In the second game, Guenther became the 5th player in NHL history to record multiple goals in each of a franchise's first 2 games. And he's young. He's only 21 years old. He was selected 9th overall in the 2021 NHL draft, so Utah may have a star on their hands for many, many years to come. And let's take a look at some of his cards here in Market Movers. We're going to start by looking at his 2022 Upper Deck Young Guns base card in raw condition. The Young Guns cards are kind of the gold standard for hockey rookie cards. We're going to look at that in raw condition. We're also going to look at it in PSA 10 condition. And then we're also going to look at the canvas version of that 2022 Upper Deck Young Guns card. The canvas version we're going to look at in PSA 10 condition. And then finally, from 2022 SP Authentic, we're going to look at his Future Watch auto number to 999 in raw condition. And you can see on the chart over the last 30 days, all of these moving very nicely up to the right. In fact, these numbers are real significant. These cards are up anywhere between about 74% and 150% over the course of the last 30 days. Now, some of these cards were inexpensive to begin with, like, for example, the raw version of his Young Guns. 30 days ago, that was an $11 card. Today, it is selling for close to $28. And the PSA 10 version of that has gone from around $100 to $174 over the last 30 days. The canvas in PSA 10 has gone from $32 to about $80, and his SP Authentic Future Watch Auto in raw condition was around $98 30 days ago, most recently sold for $243. That is a $145 increase in just 30 days. Let's go to baseball for the number 3 spot today, and for good reason. The baseball postseason has been a ton of fun, and it certainly has been fun watching card prices go up and down throughout the postseason. And one of those players who has seen his card prices change quite a bit is Mark Vientos, the third baseman for the New York Mets. The Mets have had a magical run this season. They had a great end to the regular season and, of course, have been doing wonderfully well in the postseason so far. And Vientos is one of the reasons why. The 24-year-old was called up from AAA back in June, and he's played a crucial role for the Mets so far this postseason. He has batted .375 this postseason, and he was most impactful last series against the Phillies, where he had a .563 average with 5 runs batted in and a series best 9 hits. And if you guessed that was helping his card prices, you're right. We're going to see that here in Market Movers. This is his 2017 Bowman Draft Chrome Draft Picks auto card. His first Bowman card in PSA 10 condition. We're also going to look at his 2023 Topps Chrome rookie card, the refractor number to 499, the autograph. We're going to look at that in raw condition. We're going to look at his 2023 Stadium Club rookie card, the autograph version of that in raw condition. And then finally, we're going to look at the purple speckle refractor number to 299 of his 2023 Topps Chrome rookie card, the auto of that as well. All of these cards up quite a bit over the last 30 days. Really, probably all of his cards, just not the ones we're featuring here, but many of Vientos' cards are up over the last 30 days. These ones in particular are up anywhere between 16% and all the way up at 122%. His 2017 Bowman Draft Chrome Auto and PSA 10's gone from $98 to $179 over the last 30 days. His 2023 Topps Chrome Rookie Auto Refractor in raw conditions gone from around $39 up to $51. And how about the purple speckle, which has gone from $36 all the way up to $80. And then finally, his Stadium Club autograph has gone up about $5 as well. It was $30. It is now $34. Where will these cards go from here? Probably depends how the Mets fare against the Dodgers and what a series that is going to be. It is time for some football. And in the number 2 spot on today's list, it is Jayden Daniels, the quarterback for the Washington Commanders. The Commanders have been one of the most surprising teams so far this season. They've got a 4-2 overall record, and Daniels has been a huge surprise, really a breakout star, looking fantastic. He, of course, was the 2nd overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, and he won the Heisman at LSU last season, so it's not like people didn't know who he was, but I think people are surprised, myself included, that he is off to such a hot start. He has thrown for at least 200 yards in his last 5 games. He currently has the 3rd best QBR in the league, and he leads all quarterbacks in the NFL with a completions percentage of 75.3%. Now, Jayden Daniels doesn't have a lot of cards out on the market yet. We're just talking, some college cards and some Topps Now cards and that type of thing. But of the cards that he has, which we're tracking in Market Movers, they are collectively, on average as a whole, up 119% over the last 30 days. That is quite the increase. And now let's look at some of those cards specifically. We've got a couple of 2024 Topps Now cards to look at. This is his draft card. We're going to look at this one in PSA 10 condition. And then this one here came out just recently. And we're going to look at this one in PSA 10 condition as well. Not a ton of these ones graded yet, but we're going to look at both of those Topps Now cards of his. We're also going to look at his 2024 score. We're going to look at his Gold Zone out of 50 in raw condition. This is one of the first new sets for this football season that has come out. And then also from 2024 score, this is the 35th anniversary rookie Dynamics. It is a super short print card. We're going to look at this one in raw condition as well. And even though there haven't been a lot of sales of these cards, you can see on the graph, the ones that have sold, they're all moving up and to the right, which means that they are going up in value. This one's been the craziest. That draft night card there from 2024 Topps Now in PSA 10 condition. There's 937 of this card in PSA 10 condition. 30 days ago, you could have bought that card for less than $34, and you could turn around and sell it now for $275. You heard me correctly. That card has gone from $34 to $275 over the course of the last 30 days. That is an increase of more than 700%. All of his cards are going up. That one is going up the most. What a time it is to be holding some Jayden Daniels cards. All right, it's time for today's number 1 card, but before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs from today's episode are from Market Movers. We have made so many improvements recently to Market Movers. I really want you to check it out, and perhaps the best way to do it is to download the Market Movers app to your phone. Just go into the App Store on your phone, search for Market Movers in the App Store, download the app, give it a try. We have opened the app up so you can search anything in the app, 30 days of data completely for free. And then if you want more data than that, you can try it out for as little as $9.99 per month with a 7-day free trial. So go get it right now. Download the Market Movers app in the App Store on your phone. Okay, guys, here we are. Today's number one card. It's a player who actually beat Jayden Daniels last week. It's a player who a lot of people thought was going to be a difference maker for his new team this season. And in recent weeks, he is certainly proving to be that. You probably know I'm talking about Derrick Henry, the running back for the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, the Ravens started the season 0-2, and they weren't using Derrick Henry quite as much in those games. But now they've won their last 4. And a major driver of that turnaround has been the consistent performance of Derrick Henry. Henry has found pay dirt in every single game this season, and he is averaging 6 yards per carry. He could be on his way to another rushing crown. He is currently leading the NFL in rushing with 704 yards. And all of this means good things for Derrick Henry's card prices. Let's take a look here at some of those cards in Market Movers. These are some of his rookie cards from 2016, such as his 2016 Prism Silver in PSA 10, his 2016 Donruss Base in PSA 10, his 2016 Donruss Press Proof Blue, a variation in PSA 10, and his 2016 Score Base in PSA 10. And then we're going to look at his 2023 Absolute Explosive, one of the short print cards from Absolute. We're going to look at that in raw condition. And over the last 30 days, you can see on the chart, all of these moving up, running wild, just like how Derrick Henry has been running wild. These cards are all up anywhere between 30% and 136%. His Prism Silver PSA 10 has gone from $129 to $195. His Absolute Explosive from this year in raw conditions nudged up from $50 to $65. His 2016 Donruss Rookie in PSA 10 has gone from $53 to $125, and the Press Proof Blue has gone from $60 to $90. And then finally, his Score Rookie card from 2016 has gone from $36 to $59. Wow, what a run, excuse the pun, that Derrick Henry has been on. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's top 5 cards. If you did, please give it a like, please give it a subscribe, and download the Market Movers app on your phone so you can see what cards are going up and down anytime you want from anywhere you are. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon with our next episode. Take care.